G'day gang, GameolioDan here, how you going? We are playing World of Warcraft, we are on the Night Elf Warrior. And we're going to go and kill some Ursal the Mauler. Let's hop into our chauffeured vehicle here. Franklin Martin, the transporter. What's the guy? What's his name? Yeah, the dude in that movie, The Transporter. Is his name that? Is that his name? The road to Darnassus. The road to Darnassus must be kept safe. Corrupted furbolgs from the Alpine tribe have been attacking travelers relentlessly. Important news in commerce. Travels to and from Darnassus by way of this road daily. We cannot afford to have a rogue band of heathens terrorizing people. Take up arms in the name of the sacred forest, warrior. Their den lies up this northern path. Slay these Alpine ambushes and then report back to me. Well, that is awesome because we just happen to be going that way. So can do. Yeah, I've never seen the transporter, so I'm just wondering. Knowing Blizzard and their ways, it wouldn't surprise me. Okay, so we gotta get 8 of those. We should do that easily. Most likely have that done before we even get to Ursal herself. Herself or himself? Ursal is a female name, I think. Unless it's Ursal. Ursal. But then again, these are Alpine, so I don't know. Maybe the rules don't apply. Maybe there are no rules. They live on the edge. They're crazy people. Crazy things. So just over here, if we take a little bit of a shortcut. Well, that's our 8. And there's Ursal. Can we avoid? Nope. Ursal there. Oh, there's Grimoire as well. Not even an issue, mate. More pouches. Look at so many pouches in hell. And there you go. The nightmares of Ursal is over. We are free. Well, we freed the druids of the Talon. Don't know how Ursal managed to keep them there. Some sort of shamanistic energies, perhaps. But whatever, they're free, so that's a good thing. Now we just got to get the heck back down there. We need to travel back to Denalan for both hand-ins, or just nah for one of them, okay? Let's go Franklin Martin. So if his name was, if it is named after him, his name would probably be Martin Franklin or something like that. Alright. Moon Priestess Amara. You have served the good people of Denalan Darnassus well, brave warrior. As a member of the Sentinel Force of Teldrassil, I salute your efforts. Ah, beautiful. Oh, we're level 10. We can pick a specialization. Nice. Well, I was thinking of that I might choose protection. Because I wouldn't mind doing a little bit of shield slamming. But I hopefully this means like I can just choose any. So let's just choose protection. My first warrior was a protection warrior. And I can just switch between any of them. Okay, good. That's brilliant. So we could choose Fury if you want. On the fly, not an issue. Whereas before, you had to go back to town, talk to the person, do the thing, and yeah, that's how it went. And then go back, you know. I can pop my shield, my sword and board on now. I think that's the best sword we've got at the moment. Level 10. Now that's 2 of my skills. I can also use charge, which is good, and I can use that as well. So don't forget to pop those back on. I don't know why it doesn't automatically pop them on, but for whatever reason, you can just open up your skill book again by pressing P, or your spell book rather. Did I say skill book? Spell book, and then just pop those back down. Drop them down onto your bar. Let's. What are we doing? Let's get chauffeured. Ah, we'll keep running. Maybe we'll get there before I find it. Pluck it out of the book. So somewhere in amongst this mess, here we go. Here's my chauffeur button, but we might as well just run the rest of it because we're almost there. But yeah, so many memories of tanking. Oh, actually, that's not right. How do I usually? Let's put that there. I'm just setting it up so it feels right. I think that's how, because usually my one skill is my taunt button, but I don't have taunt at the moment, so I don't have to worry about that. Ursal the Mauler. GameolioDan, you have proven yourself a most worthy and able warrior, a night elf who follows the path of honor as sure as you do, is certain to find great glory in this world. Ursal's death brings safety to our once slumbering druids, but the source of his corruption yet remains within our forests. With time, I trust that you will find this evil and cleanse it for the sake of all of our people. You are destined for great things, young warrior. Okay.
Farewell.
Farewell, buddy. We've got a few more quests to do. Got ourselves a plate. Plate belt. A plate belt. Is that even possible to wear? I guess it is. Sort of, yeah. Not very flexible, though. Denalan's Earth. You'd have to be the exact size. Like, you wouldn't be able to put on any weight or lose much weight. Denalan's Earth. Are you heading to the south? To Lake Alameth? If so, then I have a task I might ask of you. My colleague Denalan has a camp along the eastern end of the lake, where he is studying and experimenting on the plant life of Teldrassil. He requested a package of rare earths from Darnassus, and it was late, only recently arriving here in Dolinar. Can you take the package to him?
Go in peace.
Yes. I was once given... Oh, we've already talked to you, buddy. We've already done that quest, mate. I forgot to do that while... I have to remember to do that one to clear it. We've already done that, mate. So we're doing pretty good. We've got this area here, and then we've got that area there, and then we're done with the starter zone. And as I mentioned in previous World of Warcraft videos that I do, I typically do the starter zones. And we'll finish it up once, I guess, we will get to Darnassus. We'll have a little look around there. If we are of the level, we may do a first dungeon, but I'm not really focused on doing the dungeons. It's more just the starter experience to give you an idea of what it's like to start the game out. Have you said that? The game is free. The starter experience is free. So, if you are curious, then you can simply download it using the BattleNet or the Blizzard app. Denalan's Earth, you have something for me? Rare Earth. Ah, it is here. I have waited for this rare earth for quite some time. I hope it's still fresh. Thank you for bringing it to me, GameolioDan. You are a night elf who is generous with his time.
Alone light your path.
Now let us place this rare earth in my planter. Thank you again, GameolioDan. This rare earth will be very helpful in my experiments. Oh, you have something else for us to do.
Greetings.
The Timberlings of Teldrassil are elementals in nature. In some ways, they reflect the natural order of plants and animals of our great tree, so it is disturbing to see how angry the Timberlings are. particularly considering that things should be healing. I want to help hunt down the source. I have been working on different methods of nurturing plants and would like to try them on timberling seeds. Please, can you gather seeds from the timberlings around Lake Alameth and bring them to me? Small timberlings are sprouting around the waters of Lake Alameth. I'm afraid these sprouts are beyond help. We should try to clear them from the land before they grow large enough to cause trouble. When you're wandering the lake, if you see any timberling sprouts, please take them. Help keep our land clean.
Goddess, watch over you.
Done, mate. Done.
Stars guide.
Yes. But as I also have mentioned previously, if there is interest, enough interest, to see me just continue on with a character and go through every single zone over the next 60 years and do every quest, read all the quests, if I can see enough interest in that, I'd be happy to do that. It would take a long time to do. Not even going to lie about it. Shit. But I like reading the quests. It's a little bit of fun. I missed out on that timberling sprout over there, didn't I? Start picking those up. But yeah, it's not my main intention. My main intention was purely, and it's with all the MMORPG Let's Plays I do, it's purely to give you an idea of what it's like to play the game without having to download it yourself. Then after you've, if you like it, you might only watch an episode or two, but after that you might enjoy it enough that you're like, hey, you know what? I do like that. Or you might be like, you know what? I don't know, this might not be for me. I just saved myself a 50 gigabyte download. That's pretty much the intention behind all these series that I create. But it also, for me, I like to try, I want to try out every single MMORPG out there. You know, no matter how bad they are. Some series may be very limited. You might find that one might be 2 episodes. Purely because I couldn't continue it. But yeah, I definitely am aiming to taste test every single one of them. Some go longer, some less. Just depends. But if you are watching them and you have subscribed to the channel, well, first of all, if you would care to subscribe to it and see all the other MMORPG games out there, that would be much appreciated. If you could share and let your friends know and pass it around, that'd be more appreciated. And yeah, just let me know, comment. If there's an MMO that you're after or that you'd like to see, let me know. Let me know.
How may I help?
Have a chat with me. Do you have the seeds? I am eager to plant them. You got them. That is good. This is good. I'm hoping that careful study might lead me to understand where the timberling corruption stems from. I will plant these seeds in special soil I have prepared. I believe the seeds will sprout into timberlings who are much more docile. Perhaps later you can see the results. GameolioDan, can you take one of the seeds you brought to my friend Relian Greenspire? He is a druid that resides at the Wellspring Hovel, and when last we spoke, he revealed his interest in my work with the timberlings. He had some ideas himself, and he will appreciate a specimen seed to work with. Thank you, GameolioDan. I hope that someday you will see the fruit of my labors. You will find Wellspring Hovel along the road heading west out of Denalan on the way to Darnassus.
Be careful.
Alrighty, buddy. I hear what you're saying. Alright, let's go right around and grab the other timberling sprouts. Grab them sprouts. Also, while I've got you, I do have a Twitch channel on twitch.tv/GameolioDan. I play a few different games over there as well. Not necessarily always MMORPGs. I play a little bit of Guild Wars too. But I also play things like PUBG and Overwatch and No Man's Sky. A couple different games. I like a bit of variety over there, so if you're looking for something to do between the hours of 9:30 PM and 1 AM Australian Eastern Time, do head over there. Drop by, say g'day, hang out for a little bit, have a chat. Alright, we got 2 more sprouts. Give this guy the shield. Bop. Give you the shield to the face, mate. Grab this. And back we go. We'll hand that in, and then I'm guessing... Oh, hang on, wait. Yeah, we'll go hand that in. Don't know if he'll have a follow-up quest for us for that, but... He may just simply say, thank you. Get out of here, you rascal. You young night elf.
Can I assist you?
That's a lot. I'm afraid they're spreading at a dangerous rate. I hope I can solve the riddle of what is tainting them. Thank you for your help, GameolioDan. The land is a cleaner place from your efforts.
Good luck, friend.
Alright, yep, that's all now. He's sending us off to Relian Greenspire. Equip those braces. Okay. Gonna head back to the road. Because it looks like it wants to go all the way over there. There is the null point hold over here, but there may be a quest that leads us or takes us in that direction anyway. This quest. Yeah, I really don't know what happened there. I'm pretty sure we've done it, and it just popped up again, so it's quite strange. Like, even though the leaves and so on those trees aren't the greatest these days, I still find this a really beautiful zone. The colours, I think, is what sells it. The purples, the greens, the autumn colours, and spring, summer, it's all there. It's a nice little blend there. Quite a beautiful looking zone. Even after all this time. I mean, we're talking 10 years now. At least, actually, and then some. Right? And then some. Is it 13 years? Far out. Mate. I remember the day when it opened up and all my friends from Neochrome were going, hey, we're going to go and play this game. And I'm like, but I don't really want to play. I want to do the shooting thing. And they're like, yeah, but it's a good one. So, I don't know. I'm more into the sci-fi thing. They all went. I remained. 4 years later or so, I turned up. I was like, oh, actually, it's not really, it's not bad at all. Pretty darn good. And then I stayed for like 10 years. All right. Brilliant.
Assist you.
Hello? And how may I help you? Ah, Timberling seed. I wanted to try growing one of these to help Denalan with his studies, but I'm afraid I've discovered that a corruption has grown in many of the Timberlings, and seeds from such creatures carry their parents' taint. They are beyond my talents to repair. Denalan is very skilled with things that grow. He may find a cure for future Timberlings. He may be their only hope. There is a malevolence growing in the Timberlings. We are trying to find the source, but until we do, in order to keep Teldrassil safe, we must cut down the Timberlings who are beyond help. Those that wander Wellspring Lake to the north are the most tainted. They must be removed. Destroy the Timberlings you find there and gather the mossy tumors growing upon them. Bring the tumors to me so that they may be burned. Okay.
Dear Madres.
I hear what you're saying. You have a skinning trainer and also some leatherworking supplies over here. For those that are wondering where they can find that. Okay, it's just over here. Just around the corner. Should find what we're looking for. Elder Night Sabers, Stringent Hunters. Timberling Trampler, here we go. It's one. So don't be too worried. If you like protection, just try protection. You can still solo, you can still take enemies down. You survive a little bit better, but arms and fury are just as good. They're all good. And the good thing is that you can just try them all out now. So yeah, whereas before they made it a little bit more difficult. You have to go and pay somebody, you had to respec, you had to pop your talents back in. So, and also it seems that the bar refreshes. So if I go back, watch this. If I go back to, if I go to arms, let's see what happens. Okay, so my old bar pops up, which I had during arms. If I go back to protection, if I go to fury, I'll get a new bar again. So you don't have to keep popping down all, like you do it once, but you don't have to keep popping them down. You know what I mean? So that's a new one there, and I'll pop this one on. And it restores it. See? Perfect. Actually, we should stick to the lake, shall we? Because they're all meant to be down here, as it shows on our minimap. And lucky last down there. I thought it disabled all my add-ons, but I seem to have some remnant over here from one of the add-ons. Don't know if it's from the in-game aura. Didn't think that was enabled, but anyway. So don't be too concerned about that thing shining up over there. It is telling me... Oh, it's telling my next revenge is free. Hang on a second. Revenge? Oh, okay. Yeah, so that must be a remnant from all of my add-ons. Alright, let's go back. Something that I must have used while tanking. Popped it up so I know I could use do an instant revenge. I haven't actually tanked since I don't even know what. I don't think it was Warlords. I think it might have been before Warlords of Draenor. Cataclysm, possibly. Yeah, it might have been Cataclysm. But I don't remember tanking on my warrior, unless I did it like for dungeons or something. My tank mostly was up to Wrath of the Lich King. On the warrior. Cataclysm, I was more paladin tank. Alright, Aurelian, here you go.
Hello.
Have you been to Wellspring Lake, GameolioDan? Well done. These tumors are the symptoms of the Timberling's disease. They are filled with a poison that we must cleanse from our land. I will dispose of these tumors. Thank you, GameolioDan.
Goodbye. What brings you here?
Denalan, Oaken Skull. Skull, I figured it out. I had to rush here to find you. It's so simple, really. The corruption has spread from Timberling to Timberling. But there's but one that is the source. Oaken Skull. He's been poisoned by the largest tumor I've ever seen. I would call it gargantuan even. Oaken Skull used to reside in a cave near my lake, but has since found his way to a nook to the northeast of here. GameolioDan, hunt down Oaken Skull and collect the tumor. Remove this source of corruption from my home.
Till next we meet.
Done. And off we go. Hang on a second, which way we gotta go? Over here, alright. Let's roll.